As a genre that seems mandatory for every anime, the adventure story is the main storyline in every anime. Because without this kind of story, an anime is just a moving image without a clear and confusing storyline. From all the adventure anime in 2020, I have summarized some of the best adventure anime in my opinion. Welcome back to this channel. So today, I'll give you the list of top 10 adventure anime in 2020 that you must watch at home. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe this channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video. So let's get started. In the 10th position, there is the 2020 winter anime entitled Ezoken Niwa Tewu Dasune. It tells a story about a girl named Midori Asakusa who dreamed of becoming an animator and making her own anime. But on the way, she is embarrassed and hesitant to start. At one point, she met a woman named Tsubame Mizuzaki while watching an anime screening at school held by the Anime Research Club. Tsubame herself is an illustrator who always dreams of becoming an animator. Together with Sayaka Kanamori, who is Midori's closest friend and also really loves money, the three of them try to make their dream come true, which is to become a famous animator. The story presented by this anime is quite clear and interesting. Plus, this anime was directed by Masaki Wasa, with his characteristic style, which is unique graphics. Number 9. Princess Connect ReDive. Again, the anime also belongs to Isekai Anime. Perhaps the depiction of a story that is easy to understand and almost all genres can be included in Isekai, so that's why many anime theme Isekai. The story of this anime begins in Isekai world on a continent called Astrea. A man named Yuki fell from the sky, and then he lost all of his memories, even his own name that he couldn't remember. Soon after he wakes up, an elf named Kokoro Natsume appears in front of him. Kokoro introduced himself as Yuki's guide in the world sent by the goddess when he comes down to earth. Kokoro will guide Yuki from fighting against monsters and also the financial problems. On the way to find supplies, they meet with Pecorin. The Pecorin is described as a girl who likes to eat and is a bit stupid. But in a battle against monsters, she has considerable strength. The next day, they meet Karel Momochi, a cat girl who has a fairly large magic. It is quite interesting to watch how the journey of uncovering the mystery of Yuki's memory loss with his three friends and meet new people. In the 8th position, there is an anime entitled Kuma 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 Bear. This comedy and fantasy anime genre is so interesting that you shouldn't miss it. This story centers on a hikikomori girl named Yuna, a girl who is currently 15 years old, who is addicted to a VR MMO type game. Even going to school, Yuna feels lazy and chooses her favorite game. One day, there was an update of the game she played, which she was prompted to select available items. From several items she chose, one box containing a mysterious item. Unexpectedly, the mysterious item gave her a set of bear clothes, complete with 2 bear-shaped clothes as well. It turns out that one set of bear clothes she got was a rare item and was very overpowering in the game. Despite having great strength, Yuna was reluctant to wear it because of the embarrassing design of the bear's clothes. Long story short, somehow, when she woke up, Yuna was already in a different world, where the game world became a reality. In this new world, Yuna meets Fina and Shia, who will accompany her journey. How about Yuna's journey with her friends, plus the cute summon incarnations of Kumayuru and Kumaikyu? In the 7th place, there is the fall anime entitled Majou no Tabitabi. This witch and isekai theme anime is quite interesting. The story begins when there was a witch named Elena. Didn't know what she thought, Elena started a journey which is traveling around a new world. On her way, she will meet new people from various countries as well as other magicians. From all the friendships, later it will be a small part of their story that becomes the basis of this anime story. From the theme and plot that the anime presents, it is quite simple, so you can easily understand the story. Number 6. Dragon Quest Dino Daiboken. This action and adventure genre anime is a pity to be missed out. Since a toy animation studio that was created to work on this anime, it is clear that the graphics displayed are normal, which is a characteristic of this studio. Although in terms of graphics and character design it looks old school, this anime is still capable to provide a memorable story and an interesting adventure to watch. The story is centered on the only human child who lives with the monsters. The main character in this anime is good friends with the monsters who inhabit the island of Delmurin. Dai was raised by the friendly monsters on the island, and they always help him fight. The story in this anime focuses on Dai who avenge Avan. So, watch the anime then. Number 5. Golden Kamuy 3rd Season. Finally, after waiting for about 2 years, the continuation of the 3rd Golden Kamuy series is released. By presenting almost the same stuff in the cultivation of the previous season, this anime, with pretty epic graphics, shouldn't be missed out in 2020. The story is still set in Hokkaido, where it's a cold and snowy place, located on the northern side of the Japanese island, which is far and separated from the main island. It tells a story about Saichi Sugimoto, who is one of the survivors of the Russo-Japanese War in the Meiji era. Sugimoto, who has nicknamed the Immortal, is now trying to accumulate wealth to save the wife of his comrade who has died in the war. During the gold hunt, she found various clues about the gold hidden by the criminals. Together with Asirpa, the Aino girl who saved her from the extreme weather in the north, they go on an adventure and race against criminals who hunt hidden treasure. Ignore the graphics and character designs that look old, because this anime will prioritize an epic history and storyline. In the 4th position, there is Kaminoto, also called Tower of God. Based on the manhwa series, the Korean version of the manga, where there is a mystical tower, 25th Pam, the name of the child who only knows the dark cave and there is no light, who lives and is trapped under the mysterious tower. With the myth that surrounds the tower, that anyone who can climb the tower to the top, all of his wishes will come true, and he or she will be rich and famous. One day, a girl named Rachel arrives from a lack of light, and Bam's life begins to change. Bam learns about the outside world from Rachel, but in that joy, Rachel says she must go on to continue her journey to climb the tower again. As soon as Rachel leaves, Bam, who has already fallen in love with Rachel, vows to follow and meet again at the top of the tower. So, the new journey begins to find Rachel, armed with the legendary mysterious sword. In the 3rd position, there is a game-themed anime entitled Itai Noah Ianano Debogyorokyu Nikyokufuri Shitai to Omoimasu. The anime that aired in winter 2020 tells the story of a young girl named Kaide Honjo, who has just played an online VR MMO game. It all started when her friend Risa Shiramine, who sent her a set of VR game devices to ask her to try and review it. Because Kaide has just played this kind of game for the first time, Kaide is very excited, especially since this game is a recommendation from her best friend. Then, Kaide named her character in the game Maple. As a beginner, Maple sacrificed all of her status points for vitality. The higher the vitality, the less damage was taken, but as a consequence the high vitality, the player had no speed. Within a few days of playing, Maple's character account is overpowered and has absolute defense, starting from physical and magical attacks. Don't forget that Kaide's friend Risa Shiramine finally logged in and created an account named Sally, where here Risa is a professional gamer. Well, I bet you can't miss the adventures of Maple and Sally on the journey to create and get a new guild with new friends. Number 2. Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld 2nd Season. The story is still going on with Kirito and Asuna as heroines, where a battle continues against the Dark Territory. Azuna's arrival really helps the humans to fight against Dark Territory. The last episode of Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld Season 1 shows the Alo, Alfheim online player, Sinon, help the human side. In the story, it seems that Kirito is starting to rise from his slump. And not only that, Kirito's younger brother comes to help the human side using the Alo account. Are they able to resist attacks from the Dark Territory? And the first position goes to Somali Tomori no Kami-sama. In the first position, there is Somali Tomori no Kami-sama. It is a story of a journey between the human child and a golem, like a child with his own father. Somali, a lonely girl who suddenly finds a golem in a deep forest who later becomes her travel companion. Even though the manga has been released in 2015, the anime adaptation has just released in 2020 winter season. The anime tells the story of a world where there are many lives between entities, both spirit life and various monsters. It all starts with the human and monsters life safe and sound. It all starts with the human and monster live safe and sound. However, there is a conflict between humans and monsters that cause humans killed. Thus, the number of humans becomes very rare. This anime has epic graphics and a slow flow, making us really immersed in watching it. This anime is very worthy to watch at home, especially because this anime has a very good ending. Those are the recommendations. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next video. Bye!